G'day guys, hope you're all keeping well. As you know, I spend a lot of time playing around with house paints and all that sort of stuff for painting terrain. I love it how I start talking and all the clowns over here shut up. Hey! I love that. That's authority! Anyway, like I was saying, you're clowns. I'm allowed to call you clowns, you're here all the time. I spend a lot of time playing around with the house paints. I want to try and throw some of it through my airbrush. I've got a feeling it's going to have to be thinned quite a lot now. If there's airbrush people out there that have used it and they know it's going to stuff up my airbrush, I can hear them right now saying, "Don't do it, Viv!" But fuck, I can't be bothered. Haha! Flash swore. I don't normally do that on my channel, but stuff it. I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to thin it down, and if it stuffs up, well, at least you know, don't put house paint through your airbrush. I'm going to see what happens. You can see this stuff's quite thick, so I'm going to no idea about the ratios here. I'm just going to pour this. I'm using Windex. It's recommended by one guy that I know who comes in here, does a lot of airbrushing. He said Windex. Matt, you'll get your own video. Get out. And Chung also recommended using Windex. I've no idea of the ratio here. I'm just going to pour it in here and keep on thinning it down. I've noticed with some of the Games Workshop paints you have to thin it quite a lot actually. So there we go, as you can see it's really quite thin now. So let's see how we go. I've got the compressor at about 30 psi and we'll see what happens. Seems to be good so far. Probably not the best time to be experimenting, but this is a commission piece that someone brought in half painted and said they need it finished for a tournament they're attending soon. And my brush just wasn't able to get into. This has got a plaster cast Herstarts roof on it using the wood shingle roof mold. And I just couldn't get my brush in there to get all the detail, so I'm using the airbrush to try and get in there. And it seems to be working quite well. I'm quite happy. I'm happy. As you can see, it's working fine. It's working well, man. Can thin house paints. Here's one that I obviously haven't brushed first, just so you can sort of see what the airbrush is doing. I haven't masked this off, so I'm just going to spray the middle bit. But I'm quite happy with how it's coming out. So that's just using, as you can see here in the background, this great big 4-litre tub of house paint, which I've just thinned down with some Windex. And it works, I'm happy. Works really well. So thanks for watching, guys. As you can see, Scott's here in the background still working on that dystopian table. I'll do a quick flyby of what we've got so far. The glass coat that I showed you last night has dried up. We've got some of the islands on there. Scott's working on some bigger islands and some little rocky outcrops, etc. Just sort of rocks jutting out of the ocean. So it's looking great. I can't wait for our stuff to arrive. And we'll catch up with you guys next time. See ya.